I'm going to label this to be posted with a Friday Flow series. It's 12:46 a.m., so it's early Friday morning. Got an early start to the day. My cigarette is burning inside this fucking thing. Shit. I'll put some liquid in that in a minute. Should also have a beer with me. Okay, so this will be brief because I don't have the beer with me and I'm fucking thirsty. Things you need: a place to prepare food, a warm place to sleep. You don't want to be, like, I'm bulked up a lot of times in my, well, lately I've been just wearing this one piece to bed, but prior to that I used to sleep with all my work clothes and everything on, and it gets a little, it's nice to be able to cuddle up in bed there. Cuddle up, I'm all by myself too. Got imaginary friends. And feel all cozy under your blanket without having that weight on you, you know? And I'm just thinking of all the bare essentials you need. Like, I did an experiment earlier, okay? A tin can and a piece of stick like that. And I burned the whole thing in that tin can. It got so hot you couldn't touch it. It took a while to get this thing going, but left it and it burned for like a minute or so. The amount of heat it gave off, I was kind of floored. Then I thought, well, a stick that big. Then I thought, well, okay, these are just like weeds you'd find in the ground that have dried up. Then I thought, what about real wood? So I'm going to do an experiment later with just a piece like that and see just how much energy you can get off it. But, you know, I see all these stoves, the little camp stoves. You pack them all up tight with wood and blah, blah, blah. What I did is just one little piece in the middle with loads of air getting to it. Now, from that, it's not the most efficient way of doing it, but it taught me a lot. And I think if people start trying these experiments, they're going to find some really cool stuff you can learn. Plus, the wood, as it hardens and dries, starts to make tools. Like the other day, I was using this for literally massaging my teeth and my gums, trying to get, you know, kind of like you do with flossing and brushing. And it feels kind of good. Natural fibers, you know, getting your body used to the stuff that's actually alive in your environment, if you will. And so I thought I'd do a quick post on this to get a start to the day. I've been working with blankets, tarps, different kinds of wood. I got a good harvest the other night. I haven't felt too good today. I woke up with a backache and just feeling, just crappy. Anyway, I am moving my bed around too, so as I work on that, hopefully it'll get a little better. But, you know, the idea is to get to a spot where you've got everything worked out just right. And I thought about, you know, using all the stuff we have. We go out and buy things, but, you know, the amount of tin cans a person uses, pop cans, beer bottles, wine bottles, oil bottles, laundry jugs, detergent bottles, toothpaste, okay? Does anyone know the value? Has anyone really sat down and calculated the value of that amount of metal if you had to actually get it yourself? Not the market value, but if you had to get it yourself, and what could be done with it? I mean, there's artists and scientists back in the day that would have fucking freaked out to be able to have access to such things like tin cans, aluminum foil, plastic wrap. I mean, we wrap our cereal in Mylar now. Holy shit. Do you know, when I was a kid trying to experiment with capacitors, $20 to buy a little fucking sheet to make some high voltage caps. It's like, are you kidding me? Now, if I had known you could have got it in your cereal bags. Wow. Amazing. So there's all these cool things we can now learn about nature, and it all boils down, I think, to find that comfortable spot where you've got your bed just right. It's lined up to the sun. You've calculated the archway of how you got to have everything for the sun and everything. You've calculated what you need for sound, for dampening, for warmth. I did an experiment in the hallway earlier. I just had 3 blankets around me standing up straight, and they were going up to the ceiling. And it formed like a curtain around me. And it's freezing cold outside. And I put it off the back door of my apartment. And, you know, it got so warm in there, I thought, wow, this is really nice. That's all the heat leaking from the apartment. But when I went, it might have been. I ducked back into the apartment because I got done like a bit of an igloo, so you got to kind of, it goes down and then up, and then you're up into your bed area, and I'm raising the bed up a little bit more tonight. I want to try and bring it up to about maybe 2 feet higher than where it is. And like I said, I'll get to some videos later to show you what we're doing on that. We're going to set up some videos in the hallway and different places where I frequent, using the new technology at our disposal that's now becoming available. I want to show some of the real cool things that up until now, I don't even know if any bushcraft people are doing it, but it'd be cool to share. You know, we talk about carving out spoons and things. You know, there's a lot to be said for just grabbing a stick of the right kind and knowing, hey, that'll work. Knowing when and where and how. Really knowing your land, knowing the plants around you and what's within your local community. And there's a lot out there, in a way. And another way, it's almost scary that if everyone was doing it, it'd be gone. But it's worse than that. Not only has everyone already done it, they've extended their credit beyond what is due, and it's like ridiculous now. I mean, the amount of wood any of you have in your own personal house is more than any of you, even as a family, could even combined in your lifetime acquire. For most people, that's true. Now you want to talk about plumbing, the metal, the electrical, the wiring, the knowledge to do that, the circuitry, the design, all that stuff gone into it, so you guys can bab on your cell phones, call up someone and bitch at it because it didn't quite work right, without any consideration to where all this fucking gift came from. It really bothers me because I'm deep in that industry, and I'm also, I guess we'll start this. We're doing the Earthship Solutions stuff, and I guess I got to kind of buck up the theme and tie it in a little bit more because it's been a long time. And I think some of you that have been following my work, our work, because I feel without the feedback from you guys, and although I don't get a lot of interaction on the forums, the content material I see showing up in my streams shows me there's something going on that's good. And I want to try and focus on that because I feel that's like our only hope. I mean, given enough time, if you start on building your ultimate fort by planting a tree like I've done, it's only a few years old now, but holy fuck, I've never planted a tree that is anything like it. It's a willow tree. I took a clone cutting and just stuck it in the ground jokingly, and several of them. One of them took in a spot that is like, wow, I couldn't have picked a better spot. And what a difference it's made to my comfort in this dwelling during the summer. And it's adding support. I mean, I use a tree to tie up branches and things to start holding a framework for, well, this one I'm building outside. I'm going to take this and kind of, I'm starting to ramble. Oh yeah, this is Friday Flow, 12:54 a.m. I'm going back outside to do a bit of work. If I got time, I will come back and update. I'm supposed to be going to get more beer brewed with Ivan either tomorrow, Saturday, or Sunday. We'll see what's up with that. And I got to get smokes again. We're doing okay, but it is nice to know that there's people out there that care and that are really going the extra distance, because I'm just starting to appreciate how much energy and work people put into stuff when they give even their time. And let's face it, anything a person gives you involves time in a way. It's something to be appreciated, not to be squandered. That's why I feel so important I keep doing what I'm doing, because I know that given time and space, this becomes an epic story. Okay, until later, I'm Dave the Barn Boy at Camp Serenity until I can find a better identity.